Good tire pressure is essential to optimal mileage. Hey guys, it's Ray. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing part 3 of Dream Daddy, a dating simulator. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, they will be linked down in the description below to make sure you definitely check those out. If you don't know me, my name is Ray and I play a lot of cozy games, including Palea, other simulator games, variety games, things like that. So if you don't already, subscribe down below and definitely hit the like button on this video. If you press the ignition too long, you'll just flood the engine. All right, so we're gonna continue the game. Oh yeah, we were at the cookout, that's right. All right, it's never too early to invest in a personal IRA. Interesting. Okay, so I really did not want to see Chad here last time, so that's why I put this off. But Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig, aka Chad, looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're unique byproduct, of the social and political climate of time and place. And to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. A mouthful. Matt and Hugo seem to be busy talking, that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig, listen on Matt and Hugo. We're going to listen to Matt and Hugo because I don't fucks with Craig. The kind of comparison that just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical powers? I skipped it too quickly. I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Chad, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Oh, Jesus. Haha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead. Oh, that's forward. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Well, we're just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked is if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Oh.
Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? I forgot how good looking we were. Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. Haha, it's good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome.
Nice.
Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Literally, Hugo, please. Because this is a turnoff. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Dad, I forgot her name was Daddy. Dad, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly, especially Robert. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points. Finally, Chad's gone. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged. Are you talking about crisscrossed applesauce? In the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? Oh, she's adorable. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Matt's the, barista dude. Oh my God, he looks fine with that hat. Am I cool now? 1,000%. The girl stares at him, thinking it over. No, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put. Oh my gosh. Haha, hey Dad, this is my daughter. Hello, I'm Carmencita. How would you say that? Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and your teacher. Awkward.
Huh?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Ugh.
Haha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way to the conversation like a champ. And I'm making a reference. I don't know if anybody else has watched Love Island, but is he a great kisser? Finger guns. Amanda, I can't. She learned the finger guns move for me. I'm very proud. Me too.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Huh?
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest Hemingway, Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of the cigarette and flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Chad. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. Could you imagine? And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half of the yard. And then it spread into my lawn and burned down half of my yard too. Oh my God, look at him. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Dad, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. He looks like he's going through that rebellious phase, you know what I'm saying? ... Hugo nudges him impatiently. ... Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest, why is it always the teacher's kids? Think about it. The other kids, like the barista dude, what's his name? I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But anyways, his daughter is so lovely. She made him a flower crown. And then you got the teacher's kid over here. Burning down yards. Okay, I'm in the 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Oh my God. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his hands in his head in his hands and sighs. I'm sorry, he's having a really tough time. As much as I want to be a cool dad, I have to be an authoritarian dad, and clearly he resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, it's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm as cool as a cucumber. See that right there? You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. Chad, your kids are like freaking 2 years old and this one doesn't even walk yet. Like, that's not even fair. But for how long, Chad? How long do we get to be cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept the fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Oh, his name's Matt. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, not this again. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda laughs and keeps laughing. I see your point.
Oh no.
As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be the best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. This is like a really great pep talk for not just dads, but parents in general. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Dad. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Blessed to say that that's already done. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. Flourishing. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice in a crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Dad, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillevable. Get Brian out of here. I cannot stand Brian. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Both of them. Goodbye. Ship them both out of here. They're both gone, bro. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. I'm just going to need to ship all these guys out of here. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I swear if Robert says something, I'm going to flip my desk. I've never seen him make a mistake. His is the best. Okay, I'm not going to flip the desk because his was kind of the best. But, like, Robert, you're better than this.
Oh.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. And when I thought for 1 second. Please stop. Thank you, Amanda. All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Yeah. All right, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Could you imagine if Mary, isn't that his wife's name, showed up next to him and started saying something too? Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Oh. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kind of nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're going to like this neighborhood a lot.
Oh.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with the kids. If she decides to get into babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book? Dad Book? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just old-fashioned, Dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. Okay, I'm serious. She calls me Pops when she's calling me Pops, like Dad. When she calls me Dad, that's my first name. The rest of the barbecues goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer, and our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and the Weird Twins. Do they even have names? I think they wanted her soul. Oh, I got an achievement. We completed chapter 1. Let's go. I should have just finished that in the last video, but it was kind of getting a little long. So chapter 1 complete. That was the first time I've ever done that. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. Felt like I was at a networking event. Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice or Truckers. I got a burger. Sweetie, if I could impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining to get you through to the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today. Burgs? Who calls a burger burgs? It's the same thing as calling mozzarella sticks mott sticks. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will if I ever figure out how social media works. ... I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Boom, 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 boom. It's saving my progress, guys. Amanda and I arrive home for the remnants of our veggie... Oh, with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. I'm more of a broccoli person. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. Very responsible. I like this, Amanda. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I never will do that. Okay, do you have any plans tonight? My plans were to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna, okay, work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep, and throw a party? Bitch, first of all, we haven't even finished unpacking, but we're gonna throw a party. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking a bit tight. You may just want to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in, no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really hope she has fun. I pop in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lambs with rosemary, mashed potatoes. Delicious. The mashed potatoes, not the ribs. I don't like that. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaska all day instead of cooking any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. Meat Hell? And I'm not even sure what that one was about. It's just a lot of yelling. Hell's Kitchen. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda and send a text. Hey, kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now. In that case, I hope she doesn't respond soon because I'm definitely taught her better than texting and driving. I reach in the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I've earned it after the long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just give her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes, and now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly excrubating, yes, with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? I don't even know her friends' full names. Who's Emma P? I decided to send another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. This is me. Yeah. ... But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. Bruh. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after curfew. An hour and a half? Dude, wasn't I just going, oh, she's so responsible like 5 minutes ago? And you didn't respond to any of my texts. You freaked me out and I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to like when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have a right to be concerned and I was scared. I don't like your attitude. You can't talk to me like that. Are you serious? Stop treating me like I'm a child. Now stop acting like one. I told you to check in with me and you didn't. How am I supposed to trust you to make good choices when you move out if you can't even check in with me? I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired of all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. ... All right. I'm going to go to bed now. Ew. That's all I got to say is ew. That attitude. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head into mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my head. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. Oh, the music picked up. I brew some strong coffee and make scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders to the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it, and I didn't, and I honestly didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I'm going to pause because I get it. She's like 18. She can do what she wants, but it's a courtesy. Like, it's a courtesy thing. Like, you're living at home. You were given a curfew. You need to abide by that. And if you're running late, you need to let your parent know. That's just my thought. I'm sorry for freaking out on you. I trust you to make good choices. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team D? Team D. I forgot her last name was D. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs and the time it takes me to wash the pan. All right, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? Oh, God. It's a social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man, and I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. All right. I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. All right, Pops, we got to fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Ooh, it's going to be an activity. On a Friday night, you are most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, baby, fall asleep watching the History Channel, torment my children with dad puns, or sink into blissful oblivion, which is sleeping. Well, Friday nights, I'm not going to watch the History Channel, and I'm not going to polish a coin collection, and I'm not going to torture my children. So I think we're going to Netflix and grill, baby. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, okay, what would it be? My trusty grill, the lost shaker of salt, Cast Away on DVD with instructional purposes, a boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. A boat. What are your turn-ons? Okay, we're getting personal here. Strong dad arms, tennis shoes with long white socks, a well-manicured lawn, street smarts, top-tier girlmanship, and comfortable with crying. Oh. I want a well-manicured lawn. What did you want to be when you grew up? A technical writer for manuals and instructionals, salty boat captain, pro skater, who is also an astronaut, a good father, and a president of space. I'm going to say a good father. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries? No. Sean Connery's filmography? No. Anything Laserdisc, romantic, whatever will make me cry, old comedies. I like scary things. We're going to do romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Napping together, doing a 1,000-piece puzzle, eating a healthy dinner, trying to geocache, arson, and being emotionally vulnerable. I'm going to say napping together. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, a book of word jumbles, a cool knife, my crippling low self-esteem. I clicked that so quickly. I spent a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my girl, when I can have my next cup of coffee, and lawnmower modifications. I'm going to go with how proud I am of my child. My profile is complete. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here, just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh my God, we've got dads. Okay, Amanda's Dad Manda. Look, she's like being anonymous. Hi, Dad. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service. You may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Oh my gosh. You already know we're messaging Robert first. We're not messaging. We're reading their profiles. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to look in order. So we're going to start with Chad here. I mean, Craig. So Craig is, You can message in hearts. I don't know what that means. We're going to look on somebody that I actually like because anyways, dad of 3, business entrepreneur, fitness enthusiast, juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. So on a Friday night, he's most likely to get one last good cardio session in. If you had one thing to take to a desert island, he would say a box of energy bars. His turn-ons are a sub 6 minute mile. What did he want to be when he grew up? A beer pong world champion. I do totally believe that. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies. An ideal date is scaling huge dangerous mountains. What he doesn't leave home with is his extra tube of energy gel. And he spends time thinking about, my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Of course, it sounds a lot like all of his things are about him, and him. Next, we're going to look at Matt. Matt is an avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the coffee spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. On a Friday night, he is most likely to perfect his cold brew setup, one drip at a time. If you had to take something to a desert island, he would bring fine tunes to pass the days. His turn-ons are multi-instrumentalism. What did he want to be when he grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. His favorite movie genre is shit with subtitles. I can vouch that. That is very valid. His ideal date is going to an animal shelter and consider adopting a cat. He can never leave the home without headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. And he spends a lot of time thinking about, where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all agree it was a bad idea? Next, we have Brian. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. On a Friday night, you'll see how slowly he can cook a piece of brisket. If he had to take one thing on a desert island, it would be a fishing pole. His turn-ons are a keen understanding of steak cuts. He wanted to be a fireman when he grew up. His favorite movie genre is romantic comedies, which is what I put, of course. Your ideal date is building a deck. He'll never leave home without a portable fishing pole, and he spends a lot of time thinking about how his daughter is smarter than he is. Of course. Now we've got our boy Robert. Ooh, wait. Amanda's sending me a message. Oh, wait, no, that's the same message. Oh, I didn't reply. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? Why, Dad, I never known school. Oh, we're just like texting. Oh my God, I didn't even read it. No, go back, Amanda. I said, Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? She said, why, Dad, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me with your amazing, talented, easy to build things for daughter? Though I am very flattered, you should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely managed to get my degree. Wait, no. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard. This is gold. I was such a great student. I swear I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding this for later. Wait, do you remember what I majored in? ... I declined to comment. Cool. Okay, that's the end. I didn't realize there was more to it. Now we go to Robert. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you'll know the information to use against us, right? Oh my gosh, his profile. On a Friday night, he's going to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Who was it? Yeah, okay. If you had to take one thing on a deserted island, it would be a gun. He said, what are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. It's giving Shane from Stardew Valley. Your favorite movie genre is Italian neorealism. His ideal date is grave robbing. He never leaves home without at least 4 knives, and he spends a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into rabid animal eyes? I like how minimal his is. Let's go to Damien. Oh my God, he wrote a novel. How do you do? I have finally decided to join the information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spend time with my son. If you would if you would ever like to chat about the latest Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, send me a letter. Okay, I'm vibing with this, though. The strolls through the graveyards, I'm kind of vibing. On a Friday night, he wants to listen to true crime, I struggled, podcast while I taxidermy my newest specimen. If he brought something to a desert island, it would be a coffin. His turn-ons are pronouncing bosom. Somebody tell me how to say that. When he grew up, he wanted to be a bat. His favorite, genre is foreign art house horror. His ideal date, it's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our heartbeats. Okay. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross is insane. And he spends a lot of time thinking about mortality salons. Womp womp. All right, 2 left. We have Hugo. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on the 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. That's insane. On a Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. If you had something to take to a desert island, a remembrance of things past, so a book. His turn-ons are muscles. He wanted to be a movie star when he was growing up. His favorite movie genre are documentaries on art history. His ideal date is they read different books on the opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. He never leaves home without his glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. He's not even wearing them in this picture. And then he says spends a lot of time worrying about I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea that books are books than actually reading them. Huh? Okay. And last but not least, we have Mr. Joseph here, voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out in the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. I felt that. On a Friday night, you're going to see me lead the community in a fun mixer. He wouldn't leave for a desert island with his 6-string. His turn-ons are my loving wife. That's diabolical. He wanted to be a ship captain. He likes feel-good movies. His ideal date is a lovely night on the town with my wife. Loyal. You never leave home without a good book, and he loves... he spends time thinking about how to be a better man, husband, and father. Okay, so now it looks like we have to send a message. We're going to pick Robert. I'm going to... you can't really hurt him, but I'm going to message him. Do it once, do it right. Dad tip, 46. Robert was pretty nice, then a little odd, but nice. A rugged handsome, we should hang out. I type a message on dad book. Hey, Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. ... Hey, it says he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Twiddle my thumbs, watch cat videos on the internet. I start down the rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe the 30th video, Robert pops back in my head. I jump over to dad book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. ... Oh, he left us on read. He left us on scene? Are you shitting me? Bruh. I get up, walk to the living room, and sit down and turn on the TV. I want to tell you now, I'm good. Robert, that ship set sail. Damien is. We're going to watch the Food Channel. Meat hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. You're unable to finish cooking. Any of the ingredients are absent. We will release the wolves. Okay. Oh my god, this little duck in the back is so cute. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for the old Chef D to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich, microwave some eggs. Microwave some eggs. Do people actually do that? Mustard jar. We're going to make a sandwich because that is the most humane thing. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The stand-wich. I lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. Of course we did. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling the pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong in my mouth. I love pickles, but not that much, guys. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming back home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that we could hang off at the door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Look, you got an Xbox controller right there. You're not gaming, Dad? Okay, come on, slam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net, and crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to the song. No, look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something Space Jam. Dad? I turn around and see Amanda standing in the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Oh yeah, you can see it, girl. Hey, Amanda Panda, you all right? What are you doing? Oh my god, did she say she's fucking fine? I found the hoop and I'm taking it to the hole. ... Pass me the rock. Laser the ball, Granny toss the apple, and put up a brick. Now we're going to laser the ball. I lead the league in blocks, set the record for rebounds in my rookie year. Think you can handle this? What's the rebound? Oh, when someone misses the shot and the other player tries to retrieve it, and that's a... Just kidding. Amanda zigzags past me and tips a layup into the hoop. Art of War, bitches. Amanda, language. Sun Tzu didn't care about language. I would argue that Sun Tzu cared very much about language. So once you write something as timeless as the art of war, then you're allowed to swear. Amanda sticks out her tongue and dunks for 2 more points. Seriously though, are you okay? You look like you've been crying. Oh, dude, I'm cool. I was just like saw this really cute dog on the way home, and it let me pet its belly, and I couldn't contain my emotions. Are you sure that's why you're upset? You have to tell me what's wrong. Oh, she liked that one. If there's, anything going on, you just want to know that I'm here for you and I'll always be here. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. Popsicle. I appreciate it. But I'm fine. Really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Oh, okay, just making sure. Maybe you should be less concerned with my face and more concerned with that full court press. Oh my god. Amanda and I play ball for a little longer, then we cook dinner together. We managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glace and creme. Huh? This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check dad book. It's a message from Robert. Oh, time has passed, baby. It's been a whole day. You up? What are you doing? Oh, no. This is common fuckboy shit. You gonna message me, you up. What are you doing? What does that mean? What are you doing? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm watching television with my daughter, just working on my motorcycle. I'm watching television with my daughter. Wow, Dad, pretty square. A couple moments pass by, another message pops up. Yes. Want to grab a drink? Yeah, he's DTF. He is DTF, bro. That means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late. Yeah, exactly. Why is he messaging us so late at night? I'm assuming it's like 10 o'clock. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot more fun. You're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I swear. We fuck in a night. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's. It's a beautiful night. No, see, who responds to the "you up" texts? I can't see, I'm blind. Like, I walk into the bar and I see the usual crowd of bar flies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Hey. Ahoy there, Skipper. Fuck you, Mary. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. And nobody asked for a third wheel. I would rather you brought her husband. He's better to look at. Aw, man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little bit better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Beer, something tropical, and whiskey. Something tropical. Oh, he didn't like that. Guys, he didn't like that. But I like fruity drinks. What do I look like, a toucan? Welcome to the Robert party. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to go. Whiskey makes us mean. Like, I cannot. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I got myself into? We all knock back shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell. That was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping? Oh, all right. Oh, God. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of the town well, so I follow Robert. So where are we headed? Irish. We're drinking, and it's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Ew! Ew! Ugh. She gives me the ick. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Dad. Try harder. Ouch, am I gonna be a butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. Yeah, thanks, Robert. We walk into Irish. We're drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Beer might be good to make fruity Irish cocktails. We're going to say whiskey because we already know he likes whiskey. Was that a penis? I'm sorry, an eggplant? Excuse me? Was that an eggplant emoji? Hold on a second. What? Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey. We post up in a garnished green booth. Mary slides in and slides up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. She's gross. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. I hope she pays for it. Hey, Dad, be a dear and get us another round, will you? Who laughed like that? Him? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I'm sorry, but this is low-key giving me the ick on Robert. And I'm about to go steal her man. Like, this is giving me the ick. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. Who's Edith? Edith's kids snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot the little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she freaks out at me. You're running the bake sale. I should have been a PTA president. Your roots are bad. Blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and everything was going to be fine. Oh my God. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. That was pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want a blaze? Huh? This just caught me so off guard. What? No, I'm a law-abiding citizen. You at the feds? I'm a law-abiding citizen. Oh my gosh, he got more hurts. Weed is legal in Massachusetts. Then I'm super law-abiding citizen. Robert giggles helplessly. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. The fact that he liked that I said that. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon, and I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? Lots of eligible bachelors, huh? Could you get the next round? I'm gonna ask about her man. Whoa, buddy. Bringing the sanctuary or the sanctity of marriage into this? No, it's fine. You dig into my private life. I'm sure you think it's your business. Oh, he didn't like that? Slow down, Mary. You're trying to ditch me, pal? No, because you're trying to ditch me, you can tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Oh, I skipped it. I was clicking too fast. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey.
Hey.
Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you, deuces nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to the young-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights into making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she's definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gesture across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at the young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Or that's just the thing she does. She's harmless. Tell this to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Aw, man, I know you pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you. You know it. There's so much wild in me, and I have a child I need to care for. But there's so much wild in me. I get so wild, I've got a whole safari in here. Just really wild all the time. He didn't like that either? Bruh, I don't even know. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab a shot closest to me and I down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes a shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's cool and he probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. There are many people, or too many people, this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with 2 people sitting in silence drinking whiskey. Oh, all right. Robert and I sit in silence drinking whiskey. I take the rest of the bar, patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to the young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's the hopes and the dreams draining away. Every memory they've experienced, they've ever had, gone. No. Great, me neither. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously. Again. We sip more whiskey, and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after another one has excused himself to the bathroom, and I assume crawled out of the window. Gosh, the whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up and out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey, inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back to the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, the sidewalk's just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. Oh God, I'm kind of nervous. I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we, I run ahead. I eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, sex shop, computer repair store. It looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and a liquor store. Wait here. I'll be right back. He's going to get more alcohol. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 bottles of wine in a brown paper bag. He hands one to me. Wine? What type, I must add? Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel. What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. But you were getting on me about liking fruity tropical drinks earlier? Hello, and you drink white wine? Huh? I start to say something. Think of a lecture about valuing silence earlier and stop. I sip my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling? I look at the rock in my hand, look at the stop sign, back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I'm sorry. This one's for you, Pappy. What was that? There were more eggplants. I have unresolved resentment towards my father, and I'm going to express it through property damage. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over to the stop sign, right into the window of the parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run. Oh my God, I cracked the car. I leap up and dart to the nearest alley, wine in hand. I hear Robert's footsteps behind me. Oh my God. I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for the heinous crime. I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. What's good around here? Or where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care where it is. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through the maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon reads, Pete's Piece of Pizza. Ta-da! We're going so many places tonight. I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Dad, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Yeah, I'm fine with it. I personally don't care. We wait for a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands each of us a giant slice on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I'm going to pause. I'm going to come back to that. I don't mind pineapple on my pizza, but I personally wouldn't order it. Like, if I'm ordering a pizza, I'm not going to order it with pineapple. But if there's pizza with pineapple on it, and that's, like, the only type, I will eat it. You know what I mean? Anyways. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noises coming out of the slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more wild in ya? Oh, God. You betcha. I'm so tired, but I love my daughter and I should go home to make sure she's all right. I'm tired, but my dad's stamina is waning, but I'm game for more. Oh, my God. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark, except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen.